If you're in the neighborhood, watch out, cause my car was ramp-sacked last night while parked in my driveway. And even worse, this happened during a thunderstorm. I'm tired of being soaked and wet from all this rain on me. At least when I went back inside to browse Reddit, I got this message saying, OP, you're not the a-hole in this situation once-so-ever, and here is a list of reasons why. Oh, thank goodness I can still get updates when I'm having a shitty day. Hey everyone, Noble Xenon here, and welcome back to some more BoneAppleTea. Let's get started. So, LMAO, Mitch is this biggest pathological liar to ever exist, so popcorn in the kettle black, hashtag Love Island. That's supposed to be pot calling the kettle black. Yeah. Is this right at the beginning of Cam 3? Can I get around it? It is off-putting to set up right on the trail, but I want to be respectful to their living space. I am very happy to say that I've been using my hook grip knee sleeves for over 3 years now, and I absolutely love them. So without further ado, here's my review of the Hook Grip Knee Sleeves 2.0. I just hope the review itself doesn't have such mistakes. If you drink accessibly or take drugs, it's a non-compromised no from me, guys. Thumbs down! Now I'll give you a double thumbs down for that 2-for-1 special. There's such a thing as having flat foot, and if you don't wear insoles with arch supports, it can cause pains in your joints? This has only become news to me now, and I'm skeptical whether arch support insoles actually work or not. They should both be suspended without pay and made to apologize publicly. That's disgusting behavior. So disgusting, in fact, it almost escalated to a debate. The massage journey runs deep and deeper, and are we also forgetting about the word bachelorette? Apparently that was supposed to be misogyny. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. The OP threw the first rock, made a condensing post, and got called out for his lack of knowledge. And several laughing reactions. An evening push once declared, "Let he who is not condensed throw the first rock." And now speaking of the need to be humbled, some people, man, lol, getting too big for their bridges. Honey, humble yourself. Everything you worked hard for can and will be taken from you if you think you're better than the next person. Trust me. Serial Toon says that font choice is worse than the BoneAppleTea. Well, to be fair, it's a screenshot of someone else's screenshot. Regardless, let's not build too many walls and not enough bridges. Make sure they're big enough too. And this next one was from a game review. Although Legion's narrative feels really interesting on the surface, the lack of a set-in-stone protagonist really hurts its overall pacing and cohesiveness. Thus, this round goes to Watch Dogs 2. Well, after that, BoneAppleTea, you certainly weren't getting points for narrative. It's the same style everyone else has been wrapping it in. Personally love the look. Better than scratched up piano black. Teach their own. Teach their own? Dude, that's hilarious. And another person replied with 2 skull emojis. On a side note, I guess emojis on Reddit is no longer this cardinal sin deserving of negative 69,000 downvotes anymore. Good to see. And staying on Reddit, I live here and I've barely scratched the service, but 2 days is definitely enough time to have an awesome weekend in the city. I say do it. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever seen someone refer to it as scratched the surface. This next one's a classic. Everyone is dead some point in the future. If the doctor travels to Martha's grave, she's dead. Clara makes this exact point in Hyde. But Clara's still living a life, so for all intensive purposes, she's alive. Do you mean for all intents and purposes? Oh god, I've been writing that wrong for years. I mean, to be fair, it is a pretty common mistake. I bet there are people watching this video right now who have made this mistake at one point or another. An actor is an actor, plays characters, it's in the job prescription. Can't understand why someone should have a problem with this. Guess there's a doctor on set ready to prescribe jobs whenever needed. Cute what ails you, I suppose, says the OP. And not sure comments, I work in a pharmacy and so many people call in to renew their subscription every month. You may think this is funny, but in America, it may as well be a subscription. And this next one needs your help. My son left his glasses at the park behind the school. If anyone finds them, please message me. They are precipitation glasses. Question is, has any condensation happened yet? And RPG Rob says his vision is cloudy without them. Reddit sure does love their bad jokes. They're just right there for the taking for those easy upvotes. This just happened to me today. Was yours an older white lady with a snuggled tooth? Yes, a snuggled tooth like this one. Worked case scenario, use a piece of wire, hopefully solid, match the angle created on the wire from wall to ceiling. Done. Person checks review mirror. Nah, that person lied there after I rolled over something. They're fine. Well, I guess you do use them to review the area. So, let's get this man around the applause. He actually did it. And Psychological Drone says, my tired brain thought it said around the applesauce. Guess your brain is making it more of a BoneAppleTea than it actually is. And here's another classic one. Is anyone interested in a cot bed and matching Chester drawers and wardrobe? And while you're thinking about that offer, why don't you consider this one? Cantaloupe, 2 for $5 or $2.50 each. This one's gotta be intentional. And if you still can't decide on those offers, here's another one for rod iron fencing, approximately 40 feet. I guess they figured, they kinda sorta look like rods, so I guess it must be right, but no, not quite. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? Caution. For your safety and the safety of others, please do not climb, walk, run, or jump on the cement wall. Thank you for your corporation, Nicky Doodles. Thanks, I guess. U.S. soldier defecated to North Korea. Why? Well, when you gotta go, right? And we go to Facebook. They were also bred to hunt rats and rodents, etc. A shot tail helps to keep them from being bit on the tail and it getting effective. And now back to Reddit. I check profiles to see if they are actually insecure or just OF women trying to get free advertising. About 70% the latter for my experience. Are the 30% snakes? Well, they could be shoots. I'm watching this person on YouTube this very minute. He said exactly what was written here. Shocked face. Like 2 minutes before I read it. What a quintessence. Gave me chills. I am still trying to figure out how you can confuse coincidence and quintessence. Like they're two completely different words. Yes, just a blood vessel. As a restaurant worker, these are the vein of my existence, as they're perfectly safe and normal, but people freak out about them. You know, if they spelled it with an E, I would have thought it was intentional, but they spelled it with an A. Everyone, this person needs your help. Their cat is missing and there is a $200 reward. Cat missing. She is skid dish, skinny, fluffy tail. She was an outdoor stray cat. She disappeared after the 4th of July. Was probably scared of fireworks near this area close to Jefferson. Please feed her or any cats outside you see. I doubt she can hunt for food. And now, this better not be from one of those rating subreddits. 7 out of 10. Girl next store vibe. You're welcome to come over. I give your grammar a 2 out of 10, but I'll probably be banned for overrating. Stop being rude. Breastfeeding is great for babies. Imagine if this was actually a thing, like the way it was spelled. Like, would you breathe on your baby or something? I don't know. But yeah, I know what you mean. Let's move on. Did they really let kids show their mid-drift in the 70s? We would have never been able to get away with that in the 90s. Did you mean midriff? Yes. My wife is gone, but was it for the great or good? Yesterday, my wife and I bickered for what felt like eons. She told me she wanted me to disappear, but we both know we love each other dearly. I woke up the next early morning to the sound of a blood-curdling scream. My heart pounded in my chest and it gets cut off. You left us on a cliffhanger. What happened? You make solid points. There are other reasons too, but like another commenter said, some people actually do just need to leave, and it is just as simple as that. I think the point of all of this is most cheaters aren't out there soiling their oats with many people because they want to and are selfish and evil. Some have reasons they don't leave, others are still hoping their spouse will finally friggin' make an effort. Many of us were never cheaters until we were. And for people who are confused, it's supposed to be sow your oats, not soil them. She hasn't done an interview for like 2 years, little own a podcast. She did many interviews. When? I meant in the last year-ish. You mean let alone? Yeah. Any man that let any woman peg him, he got homosexual tendencies. He's gay, simple as that, with vomiting and nauseous emojis. The grammar is the least of your concerns here. Like, was this really a necessary comment to make? And it got 208 likes. What? And now a shoplifter stole toiletries from Home Bargains in Whitehaven. She told police she worked alone and in terms of the theft, said she was a collector maniac. She stole the goods despite having 80 pounds on her person. This is one of those cases where the BoneAppleTea isn't completely wrong. I guess they are a collector maniac as well. Just one who doesn't pay. That's a health and safety nightmare. The whole structure is just an accident waiting to happen. And who's a good Doug says, looks like he's a little rusty on his spelling. Yeah, just a little. And this next one gives a product 5 stars. Buy it frequently. Love it. Love their scrubs, especially nice to slough off the dry skin in the winter. At least despite the BoneAppleTea, you'll know it's a verified purchase. And now we go to the YouTube comments. Amanda was so diluted thinking she could treat Allison so badly than expect her to lie and do her a favor, plus Allison with her holier than thou I am so innocent and can't lie, even though she would betray all of her friends in seasons to come. Love it. Ah yes, diluted in lies, and the response? Allison proved herself to be no angel of truth, but her defense though, committing perjury like what? And note the spelling, Pergury. By the way, you are not the a-hole. Look, you need to nip this in the butt. Call your mother and let her know you are disappointed in her. And now, I love it, but there are times you would think I have Tourette's syndrome, lol. Not Tourette's, turrets. And we have a group chat here. Had a donut burger and street corn in a cup at the fair last night. AB loved an image. So jealous. Wish I could eat a donut, let alone a donut burger, lol. Hello, yes bank, I need a little loan for a donut here. My cousin deleted Persona 5 and now a sophomore in high school. I re-downloaded this fit perfectly. Maybe pay a little more attention in English class. But maybe you can figure it out like this. That's what I figured. Maybe a little trial and error. And for this last one, I put sour cream in my double chocolate chip cake and it stays moist for weeks. Shit's deli shoes. And voila, here it is. I hope you enjoy your deli shoes treat, BoneAppleTea. So, I'd like to thank all of my channel members, especially Amethyst Phoenix, Cranjus McBiscupole, Dark Garden, Catalan Cormendi, Mike Hawk, Hold Up, Jade Demby, Nightcrawler, Stormcloud the Wolf, VicMeister1999, and Zoe Horsham. You can join in the link below, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell, and comment what's on your mind.